We're here at John's shop, Enticed Motorsports and Richie Works. First thing I need to do is just get you guys caught up with the crazy amount of work that's already been done. I'm going to show you what we're working on tonight. There's a whole lot going on. There's all hands on deck. Got Art, Fern, Gilbert, Dre, John, Richard, Richie's here. Everyone's here. I think there's more people coming. So this is a completely ridiculous scenario. It's all hands on deck. It's insane. I'm so thankful to have everyone's help. You'll understand once you see what's going on. So, John getting his welding on. Before I get started, I do want to show what John is working on. So he's actually on the final process of the manifold tonight. This has been building up for days, making this thing, and tonight he's gonna finish welding the entire thing. I've been watching like this entire process for making a manifold, and it's been pretty incredible.
Let me into my zone. Please don't let me into my zone. 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 Please don't let me into my zone. Yeah. Gon' play that. Take you down, I'ma say that. Mine need me a couple dollars. Telling you now this payback. So I take that. Ask them now what say that. I've been going to the top and I got what they not, so I know that they hate that. But I'm on now. All these lanes gonna zone out. And all these lanes gonna take what I did and they twist and they worse till I fall out. But I know that, so I keep what I'm doing cause I own that. And I stay in the lab and I kill everything, but I don't ever move, I'm a Kodak. So I'm gone, finally back in my home. I'm working like so much, they swear I had me a clone. Can't answer my phone now, just leave it there, that tone. Ballin' can't beat me up cause I'm back in my zone now. Cause I'm back in my zone now. Zone now.
We just got the manifold back from polishing, and oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. It looks insane. I did not think the before and after would be this dramatic. It's literally a mirror. Look at that. Dang. Got the collector polish. We got everything. Gonna be styling.
Conversation, you can conversate to that tone. I got up on that throne, yeah. So I'm never alone, yeah. All these people trying to box me in, I'm Mayweather, it's on.
It really is like a work of art, and it takes so many hours and planning and trying and mocking up and tearing down and redoing it. It's been really cool to kind of see this whole process. I want to make all those colors. Why do you purge again?
But pretty much when you weld outside without purging on the inside, it crystallizes. It's called sugaring.
Oh, you showed me that. It was like the buildup on the other side.
So outside it will look nice, but the inside will be all burnt, and they call it sugaring. It's considered a compromised weld, and it's not as strong as if you were to purge it. I would say it's kind of like forging a wheel. Rotaries tend to run hotter than most engines, so we definitely want it to be really strong because of the heat and all the weight that it's going to have. It's a massive turbo, so you definitely want to purge this.
That is literally one of the biggest things and most insane things that we've been working on since we've got here. We've had to completely re-engineer the manifold, think about its application, how we want to create it, how we want to go into R&D with it. We've been working with John on that, and it's turning out amazing. Now it's polished, and he is at one of the final steps, which is welding it all together. We wanted to do the polishing first so that the rainbow from the weld still shows up afterwards. So you get it polished first, and then you finish welding the entire thing. So he's working on that. We have all hands on deck. There's Dre, or Lup Lup, as you know him. We did a rear mount radiator setup. It looks so sick. Look at this. can see, there is a brand new adjusted trunk baffle on top of our new fuel cell. I'm actually gonna be working with Aeromotive for my entire fuel system. We're starting with the tank first. Come over to the front of the car. John welded on the extra injector bungs. So initially we were thinking of running 12 injectors. We're also thinking now that that's overkill. After getting some advice, we decided to at least start with 9 injectors instead of 12. So that is why we added on the 3 injector bungs on the top. So that is already welded, and I'll be repainting the entire thing, and I have new paint. They whipped up some beefy engine mounts. I can sit on my engine, I can stand on it. The mounts are adjusted on each side as well. Also have a new transmission bracket mount. This thing is beefy. That transmission is not ripping out, neither is the engine with those mounts. This is gonna be a competition car, so the last thing I want is my engine ripping out. I'm trying to think of any other updates. I would say those are the biggest ones. One of the main things that we've been working on here since we've been here is that manifold. I mean, that is crucial for everything from performance to the way we can even tune it, to the look, to the manifold functioning right. Like it was huge, and honestly, John is one of the best dudes ever at that. That is what they are known for. I'm getting the most insane setup that I did not think I would get this early. We are welding that tonight, which is super exciting. I'm so lucky to be working with Enticed on that, and honestly, all of this stuff. There is so much fabrication work that goes into proper race cars, and it is being done now. Today, I'm just gonna be working on suspension. I did get the same setup that I have on the Sailor 7 car, fresh from Japan. We got my 326 powered Chakariki coilovers. I was really nervous about this because these were actually stuck in customs. These are the exact same setup really as the Sailor 7 car. There's just a little bit of differences with the coloring, and they look amazing, and I cannot wait to get these on the car. So this is what I'm gonna be focusing on tonight. We're all helping out, switching roles, doing a little bit of everything. So I'm just gonna continue to capture as much as that as I can. Another update, so many updates. In my last video, I mentioned why the transmission was out of the car, and that is because we had to figure out an internal clutch bearing setup, so a hydro bearing internally to make our QuickTime bell housing work. So, boom! We have the entire setup now. Went over to our friends at Clutch Masters, and they actually had to make a custom bearing to fit my specific setup, but this is the solution we were searching for. I also painted, I took out the headlights. I still wanted to add some color to this so it looks a little cleaner. Honestly, there's so many updates. It's insane. I think that is it for the most part. Oh, I forgot another one. We needed a throttle body adapter to fit the 102 throttle body, and right here, this was the mock-up that Renee 3D printed, and this is the actual one that we got today. He whipped this up in a matter of days. One thing direction-wise that we're going with for SEMA, we're actually not gonna mount an intercooler. We wanna have a little more time for that, do it right, but we wanna have a super sick setup for SEMA as well, and what I think is gonna look really, really cool, and what I talked to John about was just doing piping straight from here all the way to the turbo, which a lot of drag cars have that. It's super popular in Puerto Rico. I've seen some insane setups with that. So we're gonna take SEMA as an opportunity to showcase that. I think just the straight pipe is gonna look sick. That is the plan for SEMA. We're gonna polish that up as well. So many things. We are ready to throw these things on, so let's do it. Go check on John and the manifold. Oh my rainbow. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that rainbow. touch right here, like right at the very edge. I'm gonna trim that down and then bolt these right up. I actually did have to cut a little tiny bit of the bottom part of the hole on this side and this side. Now it fits. And just for the record, I'm not just going ahead and cutting my nice coilovers. I did ask them before, like, what to do, and they're like, yeah, just trim it up. So I did ask. I'm not just hacking away. I'm gonna go do the other side and we should be good. Alright, there you go. Now both fronts are completely installed. I absolutely love them. Oh, it matches the car so good. Look at that. Dude, I love this blue. Oh, I love them. For the rears, I don't remember having to cut anything, so the rear should go way faster. Alright, so for the rear, it's super easy. There's just one 17 at the bottom, and then there are two 12s at the top. I already put on one of the 326 coilovers. It's right there. However, this is my chance if I want to make the wheel well look nice like the front does with it blacked out. This is my chance to do that. So I think I'm going to take it off, spray it first, and then reinstall it. You want to see it?
Yes.
Alright, we're gonna go see the manifold. Oh my gosh! Holy crap! Dang! Dude, look at this! Holy crap! Wow! He is almost done. He just has to weld the flange on, and then there's like one or two more spots on the actual runners, but oh my god. I love it. There we go. It looks so much better with the wheel well area blacked out. Honestly, it makes a huge difference. Now, all I have to do is throw on the rears. Let's get it.
Where is the 12 socket? I need to know.
Well, I am all done. I freaking love them. Okay, I'm back home now. It's really late, but this is probably the earliest I've gotten home in the past month. It's 1:45 a.m. right now. There's so much going on. It's crunch time. I cannot thank everyone enough for all their help. John, especially for taking me under his wing at Enticed Motorsports. Richie from Richie Works. Dre, Gilbert, Fern, Art, Richard. Like, literally, there's so many hands on deck, and everyone is coming through, and like it's really mind-blowing. The manifold that John made is so incredible. There's still a couple parts that have to be welded. I'm still freaking out about it. It's a work of art. It's been a long day. It's going to continue to be a long next 2 weeks, all the way up until SEMA. Yeah, and we still have all the plumbing for the car. We have fuel, cooling, and brakes need to be plumbed. Richie from Richie Works is going to be working on that. Wiring harness as well. I think we're going to redo the chassis harness. I'm not sure how we'll be pulling the car into SEMA, if it's going to be under its own power or pushing and almost done. Like, I don't know, but I'm just going for it. We are trying to see how much we can squeeze in. I'm just trying to pick up and start filming, even if I'm completely out of it, and just bring you guys along for the rest of this crunch time. The car is looking amazing, and again, I'm just so thankful to everyone for all their help, and I'm really excited to see what this car looks like in 2 weeks. I'm going to go try and get at least a few hours of sleep and get right back at it tomorrow.